Hey guys, what's up? It's John checking in, and this is my Sunday update. Yeah, so last time I checked in, and I was pretty, pretty darn stressed out, to say the least. Feeling a lot better today. Like I mentioned, even when I was feeling that way, if you are feeling like that, just go move. Move your body, and that helps a lot. I cleared my head. I was up a bit late, but here I am. I got up and got my 2 workouts in the morning. Got all my steps in the evening. Yeah, and I just wanted to say that if you're working towards a goal, it's good to. This is going to sound cheesy, but like they say, fall in love with the process, which means, it's good to reach your goal, but whatever it is, once you hit that, it's just like, okay, I'm done. Now what? Right? So if you can acknowledge through the process of working towards something that, like, hey, you've got this. You've made it another day. You've taken one more step in the direction that you want to go. Then it's much more fulfilling. You get a nice little, I think it's a little dopamine surge, right? And you feel good, like, hey, I can do this. I can do this one more day. And that's all it takes, really, just one step at a time. Every step, just give yourself a little pat on the back. You're not going to be perfect. You're not going to get it right away because nobody can. That's fucking impossible. Why would you hold yourself up to a standard that nobody can reach? Why would you set yourself up for failure? That's pointless, Or rather, I used to be a massive perfectionist, and that would lead me to either not do something at all, not try at all, or try my hardest, and just make sure something is perfect. Or it would lead to me just not trying, not doing things, because if I can't do it perfectly, what's the point in even trying? Well, for me, I realized that if I'm going to do something, this is probably a really recent discovery, even though it sounds obvious. When you do something the first time, there's no way it's going to be perfect. It's probably not even going to be good, and that's okay. And teaching English is where I really realized I decided for myself personally I want to fall in love with failing. I want to fall in love with screwing things up, with not doing things the right way, because that's a lot more fun. If I can just, like say something stupid or make a mistake, let's say I'm speaking Japanese and I say something dumb. I'm not expected to speak the language perfectly. Obviously, I mean, come on. Right? So I can laugh it off and keep moving. Then I'll remember that mistake. I'll learn from that point, and just say, oh, well, I'm here. I'm at this point, and maybe I notice I made a mistake, and somebody can correct me, and I'll remember it better because it happened in this situation, right? And I've realized that a lot from, especially teaching kids. When kids are below a certain age, they don't care about making mistakes. A lot of kids actually. The younger kids will just repeat me. Whatever it is that I'm saying, they'll just repeat it back at me, which is awesome because I could just make noises and they would make noises back at me. So children have this intuitive learning where they haven't been, how should I put this, indoctrinated into the fear of failure yet. Because that's it's a useful societal tool to want to follow the rules and fit in and not mess up, right? However, if you're learning and expanding your horizons and doing better at, trying to improve yourself. As I'm trying to improve myself, I realize that I could just have fun, like kids, especially young kids, like let's say 4 to 6, sometimes kids that are 7 or 8, but really like elementary school level. It's just play. It's just fun, And if you can approach life with more of a childlike perspective, I realize if I can approach life with a more childlike perspective, I can just have more fun doing whatever it is that I'm doing, I can still have my massive goals. I can still have my impossible goals, which they're going to happen. Why not? I have one lifetime. Why not shoot for as high as possible, Screw it. I'm going to die anyway. We're all going to die, so what's the point in not trying, Whatever happens, you're going to end up in the ground anyway, so why not have fun with it? Why not look at it all as one big game, right? Anyway, the more you can let go of that programming, that making a mistake, sure, it's wrong. It's not what you wanted. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It means you're learning. You're making a step in the right direction. And for me, one of the biggest helps was that, just in improving more rapidly and stepping towards my goals quicker. Yeah. And aside from that and acknowledging every step along the way, like I mentioned earlier, hey, you did this, you hit your workouts today, you felt like shit today and it was rainy and you wanted to sleep in, but you got up and you went to the gym and now you feel great. That sort of thing, right? But yeah, the biggest thing, you're feeling bad, move your body. They say healthy mind, healthy body. It goes both ways. I say healthy body, healthy mind too. If you're worried about something, if you're feeling bad, for me, 9 times out of 10, I just need to get up and go for a walk. I even mentioned it yesterday, I feel like crap. I haven't even opened up my blinds, I haven't left the apartment. Of course I feel this way, right? So, I'm not perfect, but I want to have fun making as many mistakes as humanly possible. And as long as they're not huge, super dumb mistakes, I've heard it referred to as multiplying by 0. As long as I'm not multiplying by 0, that number can always increase, whatever it is, my progress, my value, my net worth, whatever that number is, right? They can always be increased as long as it's not multiplied by 0. So, really, anybody in there that's doing all right would be hard pressed to find that multiplied by 0. Just don't do anything too stupid. Yeah. Anyway, I'm feeling better today. Still a little bit stressed, but it just happens. Stress is a part of life. I need to find better coping mechanisms. That's my thing. Better than chocolate, but at least chocolate's not as bad as alcohol. But ideally, like drinking tea, meditation, or like reading a book would be a better way of dealing with that stress. Yeah, it doesn't hamper my goals directly. Anyway, I still haven't gotten that weight back down to the last point where I wanted to, but I'm going to hit my goal. Maybe I'll give you guys an abs shot. Depends on how I'm feeling when they come in. It's 3.5 weeks. A little less than 4 weeks until my goal, so until my deadline for that. Anyway, yeah. So just checking in, saying you're doing great. Have fun failing, and take a second, pat yourself on the back for something that you've done today. Yeah. Love you guys, and I will check in tomorrow. Peace.